started shipping Oculus Rift, and we have one here. Here it is. So for the first time, you can have this kind of premium virtual reality experience in your living room. And from the moment it shipped, it has a great content lineup with more than 50 games on the platform. So check this out for a second. Later this year, we're going to release these touch controllers, which bring your hands into VR too. So instead of looking around and feeling like you're immersed, you will now also be able to modify the world, where you'll be able to pick things up and give them to other people and interact. So it's going to add a whole new layer of immersion. And one reason why I think that this is also important is that for our mission is that we're working on a whole new set of social experience as well across all of these different VR platforms. So I think that virtual reality has the potential to be the most social platform because you actually feel like you're right there with another person. So check out this preview of a very early, very simple social experience that you can have. And keep in mind that these people are physically in completely different places, but they feel like they're there with each other, playing ping pong, shooting each other, making art, and just hanging out. And they feel like you're actually right there with a person. So this is a kind of social experience that you can't have on any existing platform today. And it's one of the reasons why we're so excited about this. Now, over the next 10 years, the form factor is just going to keep on getting smaller and smaller, and eventually we're going to have what looks like normal-looking glasses that can do both virtual and augmented reality. And augmented reality gives you the ability to see the world, but also to be able to overlay digital objects on top of them. So that means, today if I want to show my friends a photo, I pull out my phone and I have a small version of the photo. In the future, you'll be able to snap your fingers and pull out a photo and make it as big as you want, and with your AR glasses, you'll be able to show it to people, and then they'll be able to see it. As a matter of fact, when we get to this world, a lot of things that we think about as physical objects today, like a TV for displaying an image, will actually just be $1 apps in an AR app store. So it's going to take a long time to make this work. But this is the vision, and this is what we're trying to get to over the next 10 years. Now, before we wrap up today, we have a surprise for you, which is that we want each of you to leave with your very own VR experience to take with you. So everyone here is going to get a Gear VR and a Samsung phone to power it. So they're going to be... I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys do with this. And they're going to be ready to pick up later today by registration. All right. So that's it. That's all we're doing. That's the roadmap for the next 10 years. We are building the technology to give everyone the power to share anything they want with anyone else. And everything we're doing is about building technology that brings people together. Because whether you just want to hang out with a few friends, or start a business, or help solve the world's problems, the path forward is to connect people. That's how we make progress together. And that's why I think the work that we're all doing together is so important. Because if you believe, like I do, that when you give more people a voice, that makes the world better, then we have a lot of reasons to be optimistic about the future. And I'm excited to work on all of this with all of you. So, thank you everyone. I'm going to hand it off to Deb to walk through this in a bit more detail. Have a great F8.
Hey, it is great to be back here at F8. And it's really hard to believe that it's been nearly a decade since the Facebook platform launched. In fact, the day the Facebook platform launched in 2007, there were 24 million people using Facebook. And I checked. The iPhone was still a month away from being launched. Today, there are nearly 1.6 billion people using Facebook, and nearly 2 billion smartphones being used by people every day. The world has changed so much, and our platform has continued to evolve along with it. Thanks to your feedback and your partnership and your meetings with us and telling us what you're looking for, we've continued to develop products to help you build, grow, and monetize your apps. To date, we've paid out nearly $9.5 billion, including substantial growth from Audience Network. And our developer ecosystem, all of you, is now bigger and more global than ever. We have developers from nearly 250 countries. And in fact, as Mark mentioned, in just the past year, the number of developers leveraging Facebook platform to build their apps has grown over 40%. In all these countries pictured, more than 80% of the top apps use Facebook platform in order to build their apps. But we've heard from all of you that you spend a lot of time doing things like translating our documentation so that you can code. And so today, we're excited to share that we're rolling out documentation for all of our major products in 16 languages. And we'll continue to roll this out and expand this throughout the next year. The other thing we've heard from you is that stability, having a stable platform, is critical. So last year, we stood up on this stage and promised that we would fix 90% of bugs within 30 days. And I'm proud to share that we exceeded that goal. But you didn't come here just to hear about the past. I know what you really came to hear, which is what's to come. As many of you know, to build a successful app, you need to do 3 things really well. 1 is get people signed up. 2 is to get people engaged and keep them engaged. And 3 is to understand what keeps them coming back. So let's talk about sign up. Sign up is the front gate to your app, and it's often the hardest for people to get through. So how many times have you guys encountered this? How many times have you had a password you can't remember with an extra character here and a special character there? And how many times have you wanted a username, but it's been taken, and so you have to take another one, which you can't recall the next time you come back in? And how many times have you been caught by CAPTCHA? That's why 8 years ago, we introduced Facebook Login to help people quickly create and set up accounts with your apps. And today, Facebook Login is the #1 single sign-on product in the world, with hundreds of millions of people logging into your apps every single month. We continue to innovate on this product. In fact, in just the last year, we have grown overall conversion rates 10%. And we've seen some apps actually reach conversion rates of over 90% with a great implementation. But we know not everyone has a Facebook account. And some people with a Facebook account may want to have more options, such as signing in with their email address or phone number. But consistently, we hear this. People hate usernames and passwords. And that's why today, we're introducing Account Kit. Account Kit lets people easily and quickly sign into apps with just their email address or phone number. So you don't have to have a password, you don't have to have a username, you don't have to even share any information from your Facebook accounts. In fact, anyone can use AccountKit even without a Facebook account. And beneath all of this is Facebook's world-class infrastructure and technology. Let's take a look at how it works. You click here on the phone number option, you enter your phone number, and you get an SMS code that you enter there, and you're done. That's it. It's that simple. It's just a few lines of code to implement in your app, and it's completely global, with SMS support in 230 country codes and in more than 40 languages. We've been testing AccountKit for some time with over 20 partners in 11 countries, and we've seen great results. Saavn, India's largest music app, has been testing it side-by-side with Facebook Login, AccountKit, and they allow people to sign in with their phone number. In the first 2 months alone, they saw 500,000 new phone number registrations. And more amazingly, they saw a 33% increase in daily registrations. Imagine your app growing 33% faster every day. Beyond sign-up, you have to grow your app, and you need to grow engagement. Tens of thousands of apps share content to Facebook every day. How many times have you been reading a book or an article and you want to share it, but there's actually a quote you want to pull out and share with it? Before, people took screenshots, or maybe you had to cut and paste text, which is difficult on mobile. We can make that a lot easier. So let's say you're reading a book, the original, and you take some text that you want to share, this quote. You click here, you add your own commentary, and it's done. It's that simple. A couple years ago, we launched Save on Facebook, which allows you to save content for later. And to date, every single month, 250 million people use this product. And many of you asked us if we could extend this functionality to your apps and websites as well. And so today, we're releasing the Save button for sites off of Facebook. It lets you save interesting articles, products, and videos in one place, so you can easily access it from any device later. We've been testing with 30 developers in 12 different countries. And let's take a look at how it works. So my husband and I have been planning to take our kids to Asia this summer, and we came across an article about kid-friendly restaurants in Manila. Well, obviously, at this moment, I'm not planning my itinerary, and so I set it aside. I clicked Save to Facebook, and I can come back to it later when we're talking about the things that we want to do. Now I can access it when I go to my Facebook account, and there it is, right there. All the items that I save are one place on Facebook, so I can find it again. And I can get reminders if products go on sale, or there's an article that I should revisit later. Understanding your audience is really important, and last year at F8 we introduced Facebook Analytics for Apps to help you understand how people are using your apps so that you can engage them better. And to date, over 450,000 apps have used this product. And today we're announcing 2 new improvements to this product. One is People Insights on our analytics dashboard. This will show you aggregated, anonymized demographic data for things like page likes and interests for people who use your app, so you can understand how to keep them engaged. We're also introducing customizable push and in-app notifications. In-app notifications allows you to use animated GIFs, photos, and sounds to engage your audience in your app. That's just a glimpse of some of the products that we're launching for developers this year. Many of you helped shape these products or gave us these ideas with your talks and your time with us, and we thank you. And now, I'd like to bring up Ime, Head of Partnerships, who will talk about how we can work together to build better products.